Check this out. Listen to me. Listen.
We are the culture.
We are the culture.
We are the culture.
3, 2, 1.
Hip hop and the culture.
Sneakers.
I just was like, man, this sounds like some type of futuristic fashion show. And you know, and that's how it starts.
Yo, it's KO.
And this is She Lindsay.
And this is Bart. And you are tuned in to Leave Your Shoes at the Door on Southside Dash Radio.
Every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m.
You funky feet bitches.
We got her.
Yo.
I love how you always look at me
As you already know. You was late again.
Lindsay just got here.
What time is late? Because I've never
We go on at 4. You showed up at 3:57.
Oh,
like
okay.
a Magnum.
So
That's
I was
late.
on time.
If you had a job interview, what time you would have got there?
So the issue is the time to be here is 4, and I'm never here 4 or after
Actually,
4.
the time to be here is 3:30.
It's all good. This is Leave Your Shoes at
not
the Door
all
on
good.
Southside Dash Radio. We are back.
I'm trying my best.
I know you guys missed us.
Try
I know you missed
harder.
all of us except She Lindsay.
Don't say that. Don't say that, KO. I'm your biggest fan. Don't say that.
But the same energy you put into them Jordan 1s.
Yeah, you got your shattered backboard 3.0
I
today.
did. I won a fucking raffle because you guys made me like be human about it.
I didn't make you do anything.
And that's fine. You were actually rooting for me. You actually
Yeah.
were like, make the call, Bart, and then Bart said no. So.
Yeah, Bart got 5 pair.
Oh, really? Is that what happened?
KO has 50,000 people in ATATF. Don't talk to me about shoes.
What does that have to do with
KO
Bart
can get you
being
whatever
able
you
to?
need.
What does that have to do with Bart being able to make a phone call to the owner of My Year /social status and saying, "Hey, I need this."
Yeah,
And it
I
happens.
just
I
wanted
still
to
don't have a
like
pair.
come pick up. So
That's cap.
I do not have a pair.
he
That's
does.
capped. Yeah, Captain American over there. You said what? Said what?
I love your plays on Cap. Capitalist,
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick,
It's okay.
Captain America.
That's enough about us. We don't have to do our long intro. We have special guests in the building today. We got my homie Tony in the building. We're gonna raise his microphone up. We get a chance, and we got Bull in the building as well.
Hey yo, what's good?
They took time out of their lovely, extremely busy day to come by and grace us with their presence. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna let us know exactly what's going on, what they have coming up, and et cetera, et cetera. So before I pitch this over to him, Greg, could you lift his microphone up for him just a tad bit, and we're gonna get him started.
Testing.
There goes
Okay,
Tony.
there we go.
There it is.
Does it need it?
Nah, you good. Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, we got Tony and Bull in the building. If you can, please let the people know who you are.
TonyD2Wild, man. Do videos on YouTube, post pics on Instagram, love sneakers. Me and Bull got our own clothing line as well. And just a normal guy that likes kicks, and I share it with the world, pretty much.
And I'm Bull, also known as Bull1tRC on the internet. VA native. Shout out to 757. Same thing. Sample Industries is the brand, and we do Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everything, anything.
That sounds dope. Tony, don't ever say normal guy ever again.
I'm always trying to remain humble.
No, don't undermine yourself though. We can all be humble, but not undermining.
What would I say then? What would I call myself?
Nah, don't even say normal person. You
Okay.
just say what it is. You know.
All right.
Why you can't say that? I'm normal as a motherfucker.
But I ain't never heard you say I'm Bart. I'm the normal guy.
I just say I ain't shit.
Nah, Bart to come here and say, yo, I launched the whole Rough Riders tour, blase, blase, blah, but won't say the normal guy.
I'm normal as a motherfucker. I pay my rent on a 3rd.
Yep.
Word, man. So what you guys got coming up?
We actually we should have probably brought that in.
What?
The packet we just got in.
Ooh, yeah, we did.
We just got some stuff in today. Maybe we can get it in, show it later on.
Okay.
We got some stuff we're working on for Halloween and all that, and just keeping the stuff flowing. We probably both are gonna be out in Complex Con next week.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
we got some
hopefully.
stuff going on with Reebok. Shout out to Reebok, and just trying to just keep the grind going, and also just getting prepared for 2020. We already in 20. We're thinking about 2020 now with the brand and everything, trying to take it to the next level. So
Smart man.
Yeah.
So
He said shout out Reebok. Lindsay.
yeah, that's what I was about to segue to.
Oh yeah, you're the guest for the activation, right? Out there.
yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
I bet you did.
One of the people that's gonna be out there. It's gonna be dope. Seeing how the setup looks is amazing. So should be some
Wow.
big things popping.
So She Lindsay, speaking of Reebok, you want to
You
add?
guys have Reebok's go-to man right here in the
no,
building.
don't do that. Don't put the pressure on him.
No. I'm being honest.
Okay. All right, we're gonna leave that alone. Anyway, so Reebok
Yeah.
SneakerCon next week.
No, Complex Con.
I said fucking SneakerCon. Last week was
yeah.
SneakerCon. I'm tripping. Complex Con next week, Long Beach, right?
Yep.
How long you
Wish
gonna
I
be
was
out there?
going.
I'll be out there for 4 days. So I think I'm going on Thursday. I'll be leaving like Monday morning.
So I'm still TBD.
Ah man, wait.
Yeah, we'll see.
They haven't
See how
sent
it
you your
goes.
flight yet?
We'll see how it goes.
Nah, man, they gotta get you a flight, man.
We'll see how it goes.
You guys both based in Atlanta?
No, I'm actually
yeah.
VA, based in VA. I'm actually out here for just a couple days. We're actually working on some new sample IND headquarters. So I came out here to make sure to help that get set up. And in the process of that, this also came up. So it just kind of was like perfect timing.
What city in Virginia?
Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach.
Yeah, I'm from Decatur. So
Okay.
born in LA, raised in Decatur. So grew up there my whole life. So
You the last of the Mohicans as a result to Atlanta-based people. You got to start like letting them know that too, man.
yeah,
They be undermining us out here, bro.
I already know. I already know.
Atlanta natives get praised.
No, people that say they're from Atlanta, but they don't say I'm born in, like a situation of like Atlanta origin. No. Of course, people use the term, Atlanta, and it becomes a unlocked door situation. But like those that's
Unlocked.
yeah, it's like, nah, I'm from Atlanta. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. But it should be a higher praise there.
You're right.
Am I?
No, you are.
Whatever. Let me ask you this though, Tony.
Yeah.
When you're going out there for Reebok for Complex Con, are you able to work with other brands while you're out there, or are they literally putting you within a box to only work with Reebok at that time?
So work-wise, I would say the fact that there's so much stuff I have to do, it would be impossible to be working with multiple brands. But they told me like, if you want to go and walk around, you can do what you want to do.
Dope.
So that's one of the cons, I guess, of working with someone at Complex Con. You kind of don't be able to like just do what you want to do. Like you can only. It's good like even during All-Star Weekend. Like if you're working with Nike, you can't be doing stuff with Adidas. So,
right.
But it's cool at the end of the day. Like they was chill with it. They told me like, yo, because they know I'm a film, so they like, we would love for you to put like a recap for our stuff. But if you want to do your own, that's fine too. But don't put it with the other stuff. So
Gotcha.
I respect that.
What's gonna be your role at Complex Con?
They just want me to capture the experience from just my point of view. So they really literally wanted like just from my eyes, last time I think they had some people come out and they wanted it more so like capturing it on like a cinematic basis, but they want it from like a person, a normal guy.
So they want to tap into your following.
In another way, I would say that too. I mean, I've already been doing stuff with them for a while now, but they just want to show it from like my eyes. Like, when I used to doing all the sneaker cons, same situation. They want my experience. They want me to speak it from my point of view, what I witnessed and what I saw, rather than just a typical like camera sitting here and panning and
Correct.
They want it from a personality, I guess.
So I know we're speaking about what's happening next week. If we can rewind all the way back to when you first started.
Yeah.
So pretty much you guys, and then you just jumped on YouTube and just stay consistent on YouTube, just like reviewing shoes or wherever. So have it, if you can kind of speak on.
So with me, like I I was doing music videos. I was shooting for music videos for a lot of people in this local time. Like I shot videos for 21 Savage back like when I shot his first music video.
That's hard.
So like 21, I was doing a lot of stuff like with artists that were unsigned. I done stuff with even like Tracy T and stuff. I was doing a lot of that.
Okay.
And at the time I wasn't even a big sneakerhead at all. Like I always liked clothing and sneakers, but I was never like a sneakerhead like Jordan 5 Green Bean. Like I didn't know what, like at the time I knew what a Green Bean was, but I wasn't there for the release date. And believe it or not, I mean a lot of people know like with me when I at the time when I was shooting music videos, I wasn't making money like that. And I just dropped out, flunked out of college. So I was like, doing stuff on there, and I started, believe it or not, a lot of people know that I started doing shoes like with like replica shoes and all that. And at the time, I was just like showing them, and then I wasn't even like a personality. I was just showing them, comparing them to the real stuff as well. And then that kind of got big, and then it got to a point of time where I was like, well, if I could really make this something like with the real thing, right. And then I started doing that, and it just became a consistent thing on like just every single day. I like to say the same thing Kanye say, 5 beats a day for 3 summers.
Yeah.
Like I was just doing it every single day. And it wasn't like this is a career. It was just like I like doing it because I'm already doing film with the music artists. Next thing you know, this started outweighing that, and it was like, damn, like this is something I can make something out of this.
Yeah.
And then it just, brand started, Champs was like one of the first Saucony. We got our own shoe with Saucony. It just started, doors just started opening, and we just kept going, nonstop.
I guess for me, it was like, before I started doing YouTube like heavy, I was working at the YMCA. And I just call those like the YMCA days, the PT days back in the PT Cruiser. And when I first started, I was trying to get some half cents when the half cents were first dropping.
Correct.
They had the eggplant joints was the first ones that dropped. This dude named Sneak Geeks on YouTube. I searched up the video, and I just kind of like saw that there was this whole like sneaker YouTube side of things that I had no idea about, that I did not know existed at all. And the first shoe I did a review on was actually like, it was some Air Max 95s, and I had just got a brand new like Android phone. It said 720p. I dropped the video on that, which is still on my channel to this day. I dropped the video on that, and then after that, I just kept going. And like Tony said, like at first I was just doing that, like regular shoes wherever I picked up, foam posits, Jordans or whatever, via the YMCA paychecks. And then the replica thing got introduced into it. Then we were doing like, comparisons and different things like that. And that really, really blew up. You know what I mean? That blew up. And from that, we used that platform or that thing to then, grow our own channels. And after a while, I feel like me and Tony both kind of let that go, because trying to work with brands and different things like that, some people take it differently. I think a lot of the information is actually very useful, especially nowadays where replicas and unauthorized and all that stuff can go for $150.
Right.
Have you seen some of them crazy like Travis Scott 6 fakes?
Yeah, them God, what do you call them? God pairs or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know. The God, if there's a God pair, I didn't know that existed, but I seen those, and I just think that's like very important information. Regardless, moving forward from that, I just kept dropping videos, man. That's it. Like a hamster on a wheel. That's how I feel sometimes. Like every day, trying to drop something new, some new content, thinking, forward into the future, and just, trying to keep up with social media.
This
crazy.
Via YouTube or via Instagram or
my YouTube was the original thing.
Okay.
The YouTube was the original thing, and then with the YouTube, it was like, well, why not Twitter? Why not Instagram? And why not make sure you have your actual your name on these apps, because that's a thing definitely now is it's hard, because once you get more of you gain a following, people like to try to take your name on these apps, and then you want it, and then they try and make you pay for it. No, I'm not going for that. So I just took care of that like way early.
Whole world.
I would say that Instagram wasn't really fully even popping like when we were starting. Like I want to say with 2015 is when Instagram like came out.
It's not even that Instagram wasn't popping. It's just that
I'm just saying, I remember when it wasn't there.
Like the phenomenon.
It wasn't even there.
Yeah.
And then at the time it was YouTube and Twitter. I feel like Twitter died off, but I feel like Twitter's back now too. Like I'm on Twitter, and Twitter's my news. I get everything in life from Twitter. Like if I can't figure something out, I'll search in the Twitter bar and find somebody talking about it, and then figure out how to do what I need to do or what's going on. So, but Instagram is definitely popping as well. Like people are making a living off of that easily.
So with
go ahead.
With YouTube, like, did somebody have to tell y'all was on to something, or y'all automatically knew, like, hold on, we could turn this into some shit?
It was more so like that.
Yeah, it was more so just the progression of it, like just making a video, then making another one, then I can make another one like this, and then I can make one like this, and people actually like it. So let me just keep doing this, and then eventually that led me to like, well, I told them that I would fill in days at the YMCA, but then that's turned into me telling them, I can't work here anymore.
You got to remember too, like when we're doing this 2015, right? Yeah. Like right now, we know people making money off YouTube. We all know that, right? But 2015, like we weren't knowing that.
Right?
Nobody knew. Like now, people like, damn, like these people making people are buying houses, buying cars, buying everything. Back then in 2014, 14, it's like nobody knew that. Like nobody. Now it's unlocked. It's like everybody knows.
I mean, the craziest thing is too that back you're saying like 2013, 2014. I guess that's when it started to pick up. But honestly, we started back in like what
2013.
Like 2012.
Well, yeah, I mean, but
it wasn't popping or nothing moving until about that time. That's all I'm saying.
How do you get on the people's radar from YouTube? Like, of course they know what's going on their shit, but do they like? Did they reach out? Did YouTube reach out to y'all? Or y'all was like really like trying to find a way to contact somebody at YouTube. Like, how do we
As
get
far
paid? Because we got a big
Oh.
following and all of this, and we heard y'all cutting checks and
Nah, when we were doing, when you do YouTube, as far as like the analytics, it says like earnings, estimated earnings. So I'm like, what the heck's this? Like,
Yeah.
we cursing?
Yeah,
hell yeah.
I was like, what the hell is
Man, yeah,
this? I'm like, what is this earnings? Like, what the hell? So I click it, I learn about monetization. I'm like, what the hell? I can get paid off of my views. So I signed up for it. Next thing you know, $300 a month, 300 and 600. I'm like, oh shit, like I can,
The bag.
yeah, I
Oh,
can.
so it's some shit you just
The
pay
bag
attention
boys.
to your own and then sign up on your own and
Yeah,
then your
like-
checks come rolling in.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you never really had to speak to nobody at YouTube.
And you can't even talk to YouTube unless you, well, back then you couldn't
Yeah.
at all. Now you got to have like at least 100,000 subscribers to talk to somebody like physically, unless, you know, back then it was even less able to talk. Now they've been trying to communicate more with their creators, but it used to be like everything automated.
That's dope. YouTube just did something, I want to say it was yesterday, or the day before yesterday, like YouTube Music or something like that.
They damn
True
near a
Sounds.
label right now.
Yeah, correct. Now they understand the definitely what digital streaming is going and also the importance of just videos in general. And I know you guys strictly only do like footwear. So has anybody like reached out to y'all to do other things, like not clothing, but of course I feel like that kind of aligns with sneakers.
I
but just other
definitely
shit.
think Tony's done a
Yeah.
few other things because you have multiple channels, so it's a little bit easier for you to kind of branch out.
I'm very techie, like
Yeah.
I'm very techie. Like, believe it or not, I probably can be as techie as I am with sneakers. But I don't think it was so much because I got that. But I've been offered, like, I did work with LG.
Okay.
Like they sent a TV out. Microsoft sent me some stuff out, but that was more so like it was collaborated with Under Armour. They did like a mock custom on the Xbox. But yeah, I worked with like LG, Microsoft, and then we do get like these brands that might just want to throw something out. Like I got some skincare product that
Correct.
wanted to work with me. So
Oh,
you'll get weird things like that, razors.
The
and,
email is like you never know what you can get in the email. You never know who'll see. You'll never know what you'll get offered. Like, I don't know. You said skincare.
I got one of those,
I'm
like,
gonna try to
soon.
think of something even crazier. And then I've definitely gotten crazier stuff than just skincare.
Yeah, no, that's hard. What's the biggest? I mean, you don't have to answer this. Let's just give me, I guess, a range. It's like the biggest YouTube check that you receive.
So YouTube, or you would say, when you say YouTube now, are you saying like from YouTube, or are you saying
from YouTube,
not
yeah.
endorsed like another brand?
No. I know that's a whole nother
Biggest
type of combo.
YouTube check, honestly, for me, I would say it's like around the 10 to 15,000. 10 to
Y'all
15.
hear that, kids? Get on YouTube.
For me,
Bull's fire.
when it was real popping, let's say 15 plus.
Dope.
That's good money.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
fire.
how did y'all meet?
Through so
Oh
back-
man, you want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go
You got
ahead.
to. And you can do it uncensored, man. Like this is
Nah,
one of them.
So
Fuck
like,
shit, bitch. See, you can
nah,
say all of that.
So back then, like when we were starting doing like the even back in the reps, this is back in 2013, I want to say maybe. We used to like everybody from anybody who was a sneakerhead at the time. Like, do you know Fomer Simpson?
Yeah.
Like even Fomer, I knew Fomer. We used to always go on Skype, these big ass Skype message group chats, and just chop it up about shoes and stuff all the time. And you know, I've always been kind of the person that's trying to like get people together and stuff, and try to like introduce this person to that person. I always try to do that. And in that whole moment, you know, I was somebody I reached out to, and I told him like, yo, we're doing these chats, talk to him. And I started talking with Bull. We started talking a lot, and me and him just kind of connected the most. You know, there was a lot of other people who I'm still friends with this day, but me and Bull just seemed like we just connected. And at the time, you know, we had never met, but I had a friend, Zaya X.
Right.
He was doing
I know that.
yeah, Zaya was doing Soul Exchange at the time, and he was like, yo, you know, I'll pay you and Bull $300. Y'all come down to Miami, come do this event. And that was pretty much gas money. And I was like, yo, Bull, man, just fly out to Atlanta. You know, we'll chill out here, and then we'll just drive down to Miami. So he flew out, and we met. It was like we already knew each other. We did, but we first time meeting in person, and we drove from Atlanta to Miami, did the thing, and drew back from Miami to Atlanta. And after that, it was like I went out to VA, and we just kind of connected. And then 2015, I think we started the sample.
Yeah, it's funny
Power
because
of social media.
It sounds kind of like nowadays it's not weird. You know what I mean? Like meeting someone from the internet. And but yeah, man, it was mostly like Skype with the big Skype calls and everyone talking amongst each other. And then me and Tony were just like, Tony was like, yo, you should come down to Atlanta.
But to meet a real friend, like back then on the internet, is probably was unheard of.
His dad was like, "Yo, you know this guy?"
But I was like,
flying to Atlanta and then a road trip with a guy you've never met.
And I was like, sure, I'll pull up. Like, okay. So then I just go to Atlanta. It was regular. Like Tony ain't had the dreads back then though. It was like I don't know what was going on.
Mini fro.
Word. Nah, it's dope. We're gonna get into a little music break and come back and chop it up a little bit more. This is Leah Dude. What is
leave your dude at the door? Where were you going?
Yeah, bitch. Leave your dude at the door.
I wasn't about to say that, bro.
Leave your dude at the door, bitch.
Where are we?
This is leave your shoes at the door.
On what?
Dash Radio, Southside.
Okay, there we go. That beat was kind of hard.
Wasn't kind of. That shit was fire.
Yeah, that nigga Swiss kind of snapped on that
if
shit.
Your beat, if a nigga beat make a nigga that don't rap wish he could rap,
it's fire.
That shit fire.
See, Lindsay, you ready to drop this album or what we doing?
Father of Harlem.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yo, you know it's crazy to me how somewhat social media made like put everybody on the same playing field as a celebrity. Like,
very true.
Because everybody's whatever you doing, if you popping on social, like if you popping in that field of whatever you doing, you're a celebrity to your audience. Like the same with battle rap, like with John and them when he had them niggas is really. I seen John sign sign autographs, take pictures, all type of shit. Y'all like as far as the YouTube world going, y'all following, y'all somewhat celebrities too. No matter how y'all look at it, y'all are.
Yeah, I don't like to call myself a celebrity because people are already.
No, I'm saying in y'all situation, and the shit y'all do, that's what y'all are. It's like
definitely say we're known.
Yeah,
trying to stay humble. We're known.
It's just I don't know. I honestly never said my fans. I've always said like just supporters at the end of the day. And I understand where you're coming from though, but I just always just like try to remain humble and just try to. I don't know. I don't ever try to put myself above that. I don't know why. It's just how.
It ain't really was like to say to y'all, but being that y'all popping on YouTube and people react to y'all, that just made me think of everything that people react to these days. Is like everybody's really like somewhat a celebrity.
Exactly.
Yeah, all you need is a phone.
The way it is now is very similar to the music industry, where like back in the day, in order to be popping, you needed a major label to hit you up. Now people are independent making money.
Exactly.
Now everybody's an independent person. Like they can be their independent celebrity. You don't have to have some company or corporation pushing you as an artist, as a comedian, as an actor or whatever. You can be yourself and make it, you know?
Now you gotta turn that celebrity into some money.
Have you guys ever met like one of your supporters and it been like a strange kind of fan out kind of thing?
Some people are strange,
Yeah. I've had some strange but nothing I was able to just smile
nothing that
about,
was super strange or nah. It was always like dap up, what's good, take a pic, keep it moving, I appreciate you. As always, I always try to make sure and I'm sure Tony does too, like if someone comes up, I try to make that time to take the photo or to answer a question, or I think that's extremely important. But also I understand that some people just don't have that time to do that as well. Like if I'm moving, like super moving, then it might be a little bit hard for me to do that, but always try to take that time. Always try to at least. Like
cash is always king, but y'all ever receive like a shoe from somebody that follow y'all is like, what the fuck? Like, ain't no way y'all about to give me this shoe just cause of y'all like what we do.
So you mean from like a brand?
Just like period, like a shoe that you can't believe somebody gave to you for you being you.
Okay. I mean, I've had a few people like just oop me some stuff like this like Yeezys, back
some crazy shit that you was like, nah, this can't be real.
Well, I wouldn't say exactly it was I guess he was a supporter, but I also helped him out. He actually gifted me a pair of Travis Scott the Travis Scott 4s. So that was my second pair, size 12, like DS. And he had been someone that was following me, and he had got married or engaged now, and I took his engagement photos for him. And I wasn't expecting anything back from it. And lo and behold, Travis Scott's.
Yeah, I mean,
I've mailed him or?
Yeah, he mailed them. He mailed them to me.
Yeah,
and unboxed them, and I was like, wow, brand new size 12 Travis Scott's. A shoe that was really hard for me to get at first, but
I had, I guess, two different. Well, I had one person that just sent me the Master 12s when that came out, and the top 3s just for this love. And then recently, I mean, aside from sneakers though, I was doing like a live stream, and somebody just gave me $600. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm like, Jesus Christ, like 600 just off the love. Like, I mean, that's equivalent to a shoe at the end of the day.
Most definitely.
And I was just like, but I was like, damn, like, I was like, okay. I mean, I really appreciate it, but I was just like,
how did they send it?
Through the YouTube. They got like this little certain thing.
Wow.
That's hard.
Yeah. So.
Is it money transfer on YouTube?
So
there's like a donation, money, super chat.
So I know Bull said he was like pretty much. So you still do photography, freelance to this day? Or?
I mean, honestly, bro, I just take what I've learned, kind of like the skills that I've learned, and you know, whether that be photos or video. A lot of times I don't have time to do it for anyone else because I have to do it all for myself.
Correct.
Be my own, you know, videographer, photographer, all that. But when it's a friend in need or something like that is very important, or a special event, I'll, you know, try to extend my hand out if they do ask me to help them. Like I've definitely helped a few people, just off the strength of them knowing who I am, being a homie, and you know, not ask for anything. But I feel like that's what you're supposed to do.
Correct. How long does it take you on average to kind of complete a video for like a YouTube drop?
It depends. Some videos you can get it down to a science and kind of understand. I would say, I just take, for example, like a video that I do on Sundays, like Heat or Hype. If I sit down to start editing or start recording that at 5, I usually like to wait so I can get all the info as much as possible. If I start at 5, that video won't be done until 10:30. And the reason it won't be done until 10:30 is not because it's just a video. I think there's a lot more that goes into it. It's let me make the thumbnail. Let me make sure I post on Twitter. Let me make sure I post on Instagram. I also had to edit the video before that. And just making sure that everything is ready for the drop. You know what I mean? Like, okay, the picture's ready for Instagram. The post is ready for Twitter. So everyone knows as soon as you drop it. But editing the video, probably like 2 hours. If I'm really just sitting in there, like not talking at all, like an hour and a half. It just depends. Yeah. Some stuff takes longer than the others.
Got you.
Yeah. A lot longer.
Same thing?
Yeah, I would say for me, like I can usually get, if like say for instance a 15-minute video, I can get it done. Shooting and editing, I could probably get it done like 2 to 3 hours. Because usually with me, like just from doing all the music videos in the past, like I usually when I'm shooting, I'm editing in my head already. So I'm trying to make sure when I'm shooting, like I'm making sure that I'm already, when it's time to get to the computer, it's already there fresh. Like I could chop that thing up real quick and get it out. So I've been doing it so long, it's pretty fast. From time to time, I might even have somebody edit so I can shoot multiple videos and then be able to get out more than once. So I've had that happen. I've had that as well. But usually for me, like, 2 hours at the most.
Gotcha. I know earlier Bull kind of said you had multiple channels. What are these channels for those that don't know?
Well, right now it's just my main channel, and then it's my secondary channel, which I've been doing a lot of this podcast myself, just talking about just current events and stuff. And then I had a channel. I still have a channel with me and my girl, kind of like just a couples channel. We just do stuff from time to time, mukbangs and stuff like that. So, it's just different ways to share my life and different parts about me. So
dope.
Do y'all got like, are y'all strategic with like y'all posting and all? Like, y'all post at certain times, or y'all just take a picture, it, and post that shit?
Yeah, like today, Friday, we've agreed, like, Fridays are dead as far as like on YouTube.
Why is that?
Because on Instagram, it can go fine.
Yeah,
it's just weird. It's like
just, different, interesting, man.
Different, it's kind of, and once you kind of get it down, the funny thing is once you think you have it down to a science, okay, these are the dates, these are the times.
Yeah.
Switch up on
Tuesdays used to be horrible. Now Tuesdays are like the best day, like the best days for me. Almost Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Listen,
but Fridays like horrible. Saturdays morning,
Sunday
sneaker release.
Sunday will save you.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Is the best.
Sunday.
It's because
I wonder why about the Friday thing. Like, why are people not on their phones?
People going out.
I think what happens on people work Monday through Friday. Friday's that first day where it's like, okay, maybe they don't have to work on the weekend. Phone, all that. Nah, I'm going out. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Saturday. All right, I woke up. I'm chilling. I don't know what I'm doing today. Oh, Tony dropped the video. Bull dropped the video.
Saturday mornings are like it. As far, because I mean, like I've done a couple of sneaker pickups, like trying to get like a shoe on the sneakers app. And I might go live, and I can get like 1,500 people in there, like live chatters, and like they be up. Like everybody's up, and on Twitter too. Like Twitter's just like jumping. When you go on Twitter and you post that got 'em, you getting retweeted.
Yeah.
You post that L, you getting retweeted.
yeah,
People love to share. They want to share them L's with you.
Unfortunately, I post a lot of L's. So I mean,
I was just about to say that.
I like to tune in on Saturdays and just kind of like let people know what happened. I didn't let people know, but I luckily was able to hit on the CPFM AF1.
All right, so hold on, wait.
Lucky.
Go ahead, Bart. I'm gonna let you go first.
No, because it was a time. Remember, I told you I was on my like, I'm gonna accept the resellers and I'm gonna try to infiltrate their world and see what's what. It was a time I went to like watching their videos. I used to watch all y'all shits and just see. And then I was like, I like that he posts when he don't get shit. He'd be like L, and then he'd come back the next video with a delayed W.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that shit dope. That he's not just showing the good side of shit. He's showing like, nigga, I ain't getting nothing. I got here too late.
Yeah.
They shut it down. I couldn't get shit. And that should be dope. Like when you show like the both sides.
That's real. So there has to be a love-hate relationship with showing off shoes. Number one, that you may not possibly get. Because of course, I mean, you're in the business of showing off sneakers in general, no matter what it is. So like, how do you guys feel knowing that you have an infrastructure to pretty much do free marketing for these companies?
That's a great question.
And then, you know, response to that is like, damn, I'm going through loops and boundaries to try to get a shoe. I mean, of course, we all fighting bots, but just still like not having that direct person to just reach out to, like, yo, I need these. Y'all know what I'm gonna do. Y'all, I've already amplified the narrative for the shoe. I should be getting the shoe. Like, how y'all feel about that?
I'll go.
Yeah, go.
I'll go.
Like, go there. Like
I will go.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first shoe that, you know, that I really was kind of like angry about was the Travis Scott 4s. I was not able to get that shoe, and you know, obviously people get seeded different things. Some people get seeded things for certain reasons. Maybe it fits in line, it's organic with what they do. And you know, obviously a lot of people know I am a big Travis Scott fan. So when he first dropped that, when he was dropping the 4, you know, I reached out. It was quiet. You know what I mean?
Who are you reaching out to?
Who dropped the 4s?
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I reached out. It was quiet. Then I reached out to someone else from, you know, JB. It was quiet. And
Are they just saying no or not responding?
A little bit of both.
When it comes to release
both.
like that, they get a little chip on their shoulder.
I'm gonna see what's going on.
Everyone's like
But
super busy.
Yeah. A lot of times it's you know, because a lot of people think we can just snap our fingers and a shoe appears, but it's definitely not like that. And I definitely say thanks to, you know, anyone from any brand that I can reach out to, regardless. But it's kind of heartbreaking when I'll say, for instance, when the Nigel Sylvesters came out, to get the Nigel Sylvesters, yes, to get the Nigel Sylvesters, I had to go to a thrift store. I had to buy a BMX bike. I had to put that bike in my small car, drive it up to the store, get in line, and then do a BMX trick to get the shoe.
That's hard though.
So I had to do that.
Who said that? I mean,
it was
logged
so
that?
my.
A
I vlogged it. I vlogged it.
a little backstory. How
That's
did
definitely
So-
hard, but that's definitely too much shit to do for a show.
So that was it's a spot in VA called Cream. But I also want to give
my folks over there.
So I also want to give a big shout out to Commonwealth too, another spot in the 757, and you know, Soul Food, everybody else. But basically they had posted, you know, you're gonna have to jump through hoops to come get the shoe. And that was the hoop.
Yeah, that's hard.
That was the hoop. The hoop was you needed a bike and you needed to pull up and you needed to do a trick. Now the trick is just to be a bunny hop, because that's what I did.
Oh, they specifically laid out that trick. Like,
No. It was just you come up and you do a trick.
Yeah.
any trick on a bike.
Yeah, but you need a BMX
I thought
bike.
you were joking this whole time.
Oh, no,
I'm
not.
that's why I
No,
said.
I am dead ass serious.
That's why I
you do,
asked for
Ali?
some backstory.
I just did a bunny hop.
And
got to
out of the way.
actually do
Fuck
a
it.
bike
Yeah, I
trick.
definitely. I rode.
I would've walked that bitch.
Mongooses like my whole life. Like,
Yeah.
like
That's
it wasn't
GT
nothing.
dynos and shit.
But my point of bringing that up was, it was like I did all that. Like I'm outside, I'm running around the thrift stores. Like, okay, I got the bike. How am I gonna fit it in my car? Because all this, all this shit in it. I get out to the store and then I get home like, all right, this video is dope. I'm about to upload it and I see, another video be posted and it's like, thanks to JB for these Nigel Sylvesters, man. I just sitting at home and it just landed.
And he
And
texted
that's
me to pull up.
and that's no hate to the YouTuber or nothing, but it was just kind of like, damn, like how I look. I just had to do a whole bunch just to get these, and then they were just delivered. So I think it's a double-edged sword with the whole free promotion versus being paid, brand deals and stuff. But at the same time, I think we all that do this love shoes in general. And when we started, we weren't getting paid. Obviously, we have a much bigger audience now, so we should get paid, and we do get paid for certain things. But I think that's just part of the game. You know what I mean? If I love a shoe and I want to talk about a shoe and I want to buy a shoe, then I'm going to tell you about it a lot. And regardless if I'm paid or not. If I get paid, I'm going to tell you about it too a lot. So,
got you.
For me,
what
man.
You got, Tony? What you got, Tony?
I got multiple. This is not even aside from the shoes. We'll talk about the shoes, though, first. But, yeah, I just feel like we've been giving these companies free promotion all the time. And I honestly don't care. Like I said, I love the sneakers, but sometimes I just wish they would recognize that there is some slight influence. There is something out of just getting that shoe and visuals, because they'll send these shoes to these websites, and no shots at them because I love them. I get my information. Sneaker News, Soul Collector, Kicks on Fire. I get information from them. Sneaker Bar Detroit, but they'll send them early looks or whatever. People want to see visuals. They don't want to see pictures. This ain't the damn newspaper no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We want to see how it looks when it's moving. Like that, you know what I'm saying? That 4K. Yeah, they want to see that. So it's like, I don't know what it is, or if maybe they still look at us and it's not a problem once again, but maybe they do look at us like normal people and they don't want people to be, because people will get salty like, oh, I bust my ass in this. I've seen the comments, but I sit in line and these guys get them early, so I understand maybe that's what they look at it. But from a standpoint, I'm pretty sure I have made Nike, Adidas some sales based upon the reviews that I've given. So I feel like, yeah, there should be something there. It does piss me off in times. And then the other side of it is a whole different thing. But as far as being creators, I feel like one of my biggest things that pisses me off is the malls, not being able to, they getting strict about recording.
Yeah,
and I understand it, but Lenox, bro, everybody going to Lenox when they come out to Atlanta because they seen a video. Where's that mall at? Lenox Mall, whatever mall it is, and even at some of the stores, some Armanier, I've recorded a little bit here and there, but some of them can be very picky when it comes to it. And I understand. I've talked to some of the people before, I talked to Eric at Epitome, and they want to kind of save that for the experience of the customer, and they don't want people to other stores to look at it and maybe take from them. But I'll be like, that's the number one marketing you can do, man. They're not seeing that.
And I don't think it stops. If anything, doesn't stop or hinder business.
And these little boutiques, they also be forgetting that there's still people in these cities that lives here where the stores are that don't know that the store exists.
Yeah. That's facts.
And I know you got good relations with Wish. Wish has gotten better because I actually know some of the people in there, but they don't like people recording in there either.
Yeah, they've been, but I think they're about to start, opening that door.
They're even weird about you taking a picture just to send. I've tried to take a picture to send to a friend, hey, should I buy this? Is this the shirt you want me to pick up? Not putting anything up, and they were like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, come on, bro.
That happened my first time there, and I was like, what?
I'm trying to buy it. I'm trying to make sure it's the right one.
I can tell y'all a funny story about Wish, though. And like I said, I still got love for the store. I love the store, but one time I was doing the shoot for Saucony. I was doing the shoot for my shoe that dropped with Saucony, and when I went there, I had the photographer. He was following me everywhere. I was taking him everywhere in Atlanta. I took him down to Piedmont. I took him to, then we went to the Eats. I took him to my spots. I said, I want to go to Wish. This is one of my favorite stores. And when we went in there, they were like, you can't take pictures in here. But once we gave them the credentials from Saucony, it was fine, So but they didn't want us taking pictures in there. But I don't have the proper context to a lot of these stores either. So I can't necessarily knock them for it. But this a lot, the Nike and Lenox, they'll kick your ass out. I just wish they would see it from that standpoint. I'm not asking for a free shoe. I'm not asking for no money. I just want to be able to come in there, show the store around, and they'll help you in the end because people are going to see that store and they're going to want to go.
I wonder what the reason behind that is.
I think it's because they probably looking at it. They don't know where you from, so you could be a competitor. That
that was going to be my follow-up question to that.
But at the same time, hold on, KO. At the same time, it's who the fuck ain't recording on their phone? So if you walk in there, filming on your phone, they're gonna say you can't pull your phone out of here.
It's a difference.
Eat a dick.
It's the difference between that. If you have the phone, they won't say nothing. But if you pull that and you walk in with that, they get that's where it's weird. I can walk into Lenox and be tourist looking, but you walking with that shit, it's whoa, what you do? You have a license for that? You got a license?
It's real, I can see where that comes into play because it's they don't know what you're doing with the actual footage and whatnot. So,
so I understand. I just wish maybe it's something I need to do. Maybe I need to contact Simon who owns Lenox. I need to start reaching out more. But You know, that might be it too, but that is something that's like, it's discouraging. Like I don't, like, it stops me from getting the footage I want to get and showing the city, you know, just showing everything about it. Cause I'm not asking for $1 at the end of the day.
And even worse, to backtrack a little bit on what you said, how they'll see the website before y'all and all of this and all of that. The worst thing they're doing, if you ask me, is seeding rappers.
Yeah.
Because then at the same time, like, I get an athlete, I understand that. But if you give a rapper a shoe, and not only are they giving them shoes early, that's whatever. They're giving them shoes that's gonna be impossible for a normal customer to go buy. So what are y'all gaining out of seeding
that's the
or
part
letting
that I
a
don't
celebrity
get.
make their own Jordan that's not coming out and the world won't be able to get? It's like, what is the point? Like, what are you trying to do here?
I mean, I think that the brands look at a celebrity and they look at us a lot differently. You know what I mean? Like, although we may not, I don't want to say we don't think they have any type of say or influence over things. When people see a celebrity wearing something, it could be trash, you know, basura. It could be something dope.
Yeah, basura.
But if it's a celebrity that they like wearing it, they'll wear it. You know what I mean? It doesn't.
But if you can't get it, what does it matter that Travis has it?
Listen, the brands don't care that you can't get
and
it.
that's,
yeah, I
and
think
that's
it's
the part
kind of
that
like,
we don't. That's the part I think.
Can I say something really quick before we
Yeah,
go?
yeah.
So the thing I want to talk about in reference to the brands don't care if you get it is that recently they had the CPFM AF1 launch. Now, the whole point of that launch was it's a Nike by you shoe.
Correct.
Now, this shoe, you could change the colors around the letters. Who was able to actually change the colors on their letters, or did everyone just hop in there?
Struck out.
So, or did everyone just hop in there, buy a pair because they're trying to flip them?
They're pre-made.
They
That's
bought
everybody.
a white and red pair or a black and yellow pair, and they're gonna flip them. So I was actually very, very irritated. I sat on my computer for 45 minutes extra, refreshing, and that was the only way I got a pair because a 12 popped back up. And I actually was able to get a pair with, it was all black. One has yellow sunshine, and the air is in white. It didn't get canceled.
Okay, I know a lot of people.
So I was surprised, but I was irritated with that. That the whole point of this, the whole point of this was it's a Nike by you sneaker that you were able to customize. But the people that want to get in there and mess with it and customize it, they can't do it because the resellers or whatever the case may be are gonna go in there, gonna cop the shoe, and they're gonna flip it back to them. There's no creativity in it because you can't do that.
Yeah. I also think that also just helped amplify the apparel drop that they just came with as well. So that I definitely was one of those people that caught an L on that shoe. I'm a big Air Force One fan, so like from jump it was like I gotta have this shoe. I definitely sat an extra 45 to still catch an L.
Maybe that's my thing. I tap out at like 33.
You know what? I'm not, and I don't blame people at all because that's not, everyone don't have time like that.
And then I'll have like 3 things. I mean, whatever. I'll have like 3 things out and keep refreshing. After like 30 minutes, I'm like, and then now with the canceling orders, like Adidas and Nike can now charge your card, and then in like a couple of days be like, you're receiving a refund. It's been canceled.
I remember just like when
that would never happened before.
Yeah, right. How is your order canceled on a Nike ID sneaker?
Why?
Hey, this shit is what?
Why does it happen 3 days after you think the shoe? You're looking for the tracking number, and then you just never get one.
How do you confirm my order on Nike by you, which is a custom made shoe that you have to make, and it takes 4 to 6 weeks? Why are you canceling orders on that sneaker?
You'll even see it on your debit card. You'll see it gone, and then it'll just pop back up, and you'll be like,
"That's wild."
Yeah, even re-talking about it get me mad again about it.
I took the L with him on the phone. Like literally, we were both trying it. I hung up and shot my video, and when I get back to check my phone, he says, "Yo, retry again." I called him. He said, "I got it." I'm like, "God damn." Yeah.
I mean, shit, but what's your 9, right? 9.5.
Yeah, 8.5, 9.
Them shits was super going. I definitely remember when like the big sizes popped up and shit like that. I remember even a 16 was sitting there. I'm like, come on, man. I'm not the guy that like go grab any size just to get it. Like I'm like, I need my fucking size.
We also experienced similar. I didn't look at the release, but I think the same thing happened with the denim. I was telling them the denim Air Forces that weren't they like an ID?
Yep.
I don't know if it was pre-made. I don't know if that did the same, but
they held that open for an hour, and that was it. Yeah.
I heard the Blazers, the CPFM Blazers, were easier, and I slept. Unfortunately, I slept through it. I would have loved to got in a pair, but I slept through.
I'm gonna tell you why those were easy. They didn't brand them as CPFM.
They didn't?
Nope, not initially. They were just up. Like if you knew, you knew.
Oh, okay.
And that's why people were like
okay.
skeptical on like, okay, is this just some like extra
And I want
material?
them shits now. But when they dropped, I didn't give two fucks.
I remember my homeboy hit me like, yo, these are Cactus
asleep.
Plant joints. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not a fan of them cutting the blazer in half like that. So I was like, okay, cool.
I think you saying that kind of threw me off too, because I let what you say like play on my brain. I'm like, yeah, they is cut.
Yeah, I can't.
And then
do
after a while, I'm like, I want these shits. But then it was like they're gone.
Nah, niggas started rocking them shits and threw their whole pants over the shoe, and it's like you couldn't really tell. And from there, it's like
I seen a couple in the group too. In my size, I could have got
230, 240. You should be straight.
That's it. You just gotta find the right color combo in your size.
Yeah, correct. Man, I mean, we can talk about shoes all day. I kind of want to talk about like other shit, man. Like, where does the passion for shooting and shit like that come from? I know you say you were shooting, like, you shot 21's first video. Which video was that, by the way?
If you look it up, it was called.
It's not I Can't Get Enough, is it?
No. I shot that one too.
That was my favorite. He showed me that a long time ago. It was one of my favorites.
I'm trying to think the name of it. Damn it. We can pull it up. It's a Mookie Mardi Gras featuring. His name was Little Man back then. Mookie Mardi Gras, Little Man. It was 21. I think it was just 2100. I think the song was 2100. The name of the song. I gotta check it out. He tweeted it. We tweeted it a couple years ago, but yeah, shot that. He was back then, and then I shot another video when he was 21 Savage. But I think my passion is a lot to do with the tech too. You know, I was just always behind the camera, then being able to be in front of it and seeing myself, and then being able to still have control. Because usually when you're behind it, you got all the control. But then when you're in front, it's hard to be in control because you can't really see. It's just different. But I don't know. I'm able to make the two blend together. The editing process, I love it as well. And then just being able to express yourself. The fact that people, it's definitely a good ego trip in a way that people love you for who you are. So that is also all that blending together just is special to me.
Is it easier doing both, like being on and in front, or was it easier when you were just shooting?
It was easier when shooting because you can be having a shitty day and still get it done. But if you're having a shitty day, you still need to get the footage done. You can't be like, what's up, guys? You got to kind of sometimes pump yourself up to feel good. You got to, so like, it's easier sometimes. And especially like if I'm doing like fit videos and stuff like that, it's tougher to get like, just to be able to, make sure the shot looks right and all that. But I recently hooked up with Christopher Jones, AT&T.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Chris, I'm looking to do some stuff with him in the future, definitely. But just to help me with all that. But I say behind the camera is easier.
Yeah, I definitely say the behind the camera is easier. I mean, as far as the love goes for me, like, or the passion to do it, it just, for me, it was just something that started from something so small, man. It was that one sneaker video, and I just kept it moving, and I kept trying to, educate myself on how to shoot, how to edit, what I can do to make my videos a little bit more, personal and unique to me. And I just kept going.
And both of you guys are self-taught, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, nothing at all. You know what I mean? So I guess with that, it just...
About time, y'all.
No. Let's take this phone call. Southside Dash Radio.
Yo, so I got a question for them boys up there.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Jeff, Southside local native, Clayton County.
Okay.
So, Jeff?
All right, so I got two questions actually. The first one is for KO. Man, when you gonna drop them hoodies? The one you got on, that shit is hard.
Here you go with that Hollywood shit.
Why you putting the pressure on me, man?
When you dropping the hoodies, Cordell?
Spot.
Just a release date. That's all he wants.
Just for you, I'll drop them in the morning. I'll drop them in the morning.
All right. That's all I needed. Say less. But the real question though is, I've been following both of y'all on YouTube for some years or whatever. So my question is, like, how do y'all deal with the criticism that comes with being a YouTuber? You got like a lot of people, they be saying, "Oh, y'all just doing it for the clout. You're not really doing it for the culture, or you just doing it for the money and things like that." Like crew kicks, like a little while ago, they was getting attacked on that heavy. Mm-hmm. So my question is, like, how do you deal with that criticism, and what motivation or what keeps y'all going with all that hate around the YouTube community?
Man, honestly, for me, Jeff, man, like it used to bother me in the beginning, because I'm always try to be a perfectionist, but like for quite some. And Bull know, like I used to snap back at people and everything, but
I used to tell them to stop.
Yeah. So now though, I've been able to just kind of just ignore it now, man. Because but definitely it is my motivation. You know, everybody who's ever came at me and said what I wasn't going to be or what I couldn't do, I use that to prove them wrong. At the end of the day, like that's the motivation. And the love is what keeps me going, but the motivation is what makes me go even harder. So I just been able to use the criticism that I can, and it's a difference. It's a difference, and there's a fine line and a difference between hate and then criticism. So I try to use I actually try to listen to the criticism and take it for what it's worth, but to use the hate, just use that to motivate me to continue going. And you know, that's just the main thing as far as that. And you know, yeah, people have said the culture vultures and all that. And at the end of the day, you know. One thing about me is like I've always tried to remain, you know, trying to do different shoes and buying different shoes, whether it's Reebok, Adidas, Puma, Saucony's, like one of the big shoes that I came in the game doing with that nobody was like really caring about at the time, you know. So I've always tried to, you know, look past. I rock my Jordans now. Don't get me wrong, like I cop that almost more than anything, but I just try to mix it up every once in a while, and I think that's one reason why I get a lot of these deals from these other brands because I'm pretty flexible with what I wear and what I can wear. So, yeah.
And I guess, you know, what's good, Jeff? I guess I would agree with Tony. As far as like the culture vulture comments and stuff like that, the hate, you know, like Tony said, Tony would snap back. Sometimes I like to kind of be an asshole sometimes and ask, you know, a hypothetical question or ask them a question back, and usually they don't reply or answer anything. So I can just, yeah, a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. But as far as like the culture vulture thing goes, you know, I was doing this before I was getting paid. You know what I mean? I love shoes, and I feel like anyone that, you know, shoes, clothes, whatever the case may be, the culture in general. And I feel like anyone who watches my videos can see that and see that I am true about what I say, how I feel. If I think something is ass, I'm going to tell you it's ass. If I think something looks ass, but I like them, I'll tell you that I still like them. So I guess in the part of culture vulture and all that, I mean, me and Tony was doing this for a very long time, and the people that call us culture vultures probably just figured out that, you know, sneaker YouTube and all this thing was a thing about 2 years ago, and they have no idea what we've been doing for years. Yeah, the hate though, it's like you're gonna get hate regardless of what you're doing, man. It don't matter. So you gotta just choose to either ignore it or, as Tony said, use it to your advantage. And a lot of times, using it to your advantage is the best way to use it.
All right, yeah, that's cool. Man, that's like I really appreciate y'all videos, and I do see y'all doing it for the culture and everything. Like sometimes I'll even go back, watch some of Tony's old videos, and just laugh at how goofy he looked from the beginning.
Damn. Yeah, it's definitely been some growth. Definitely.
Progression.
Yeah. AC's in the window.
All right, man, that's all I got though, man.
Appreciate you, Jeff, for calling
Jeff.
in. Yeah, so we're going to take us one more little music break, and we're going to get back to Leave She Lindsay at the door on Southside Dash Radio.
That's a good name.
This is Leave Your Shoes at the Door on Southside Dash Radio. We just played a couple new Kanye West records.
He make a nigga don't want to sin this weekend.
You heard the word Jesus 20 times in the song. You was like, hold on, man.
Yeah, I almost had to like cut that short.
Did you see the video where Kim was like, just because you're on this journey, I'm not in the same place as you, so you can go on it alone.
Real quick though, the GOAT Vince Staples.
Yo, I saw this tweet.
I appreciate Kanye's love for Christ because that's how I feel about Crippin'. He's the fucking GOAT. I love Vince Staples.
Hey, that's crazy. Yeah, man. So you know, this is the unpopular opinion segment, and while this Kanye was blessing our ears, it's seeming like we're having a discussion about this Fearless One. That's
Wait, Tom, are you being sarcastic? Do you like Kanye's new album?
I didn't like the Water record. I just kind of, it sounded better when he performed it live.
Oh, okay.
But I could tell it was halfway finished when he was performing it.
I can never tell whether you, okay.
There's a couple records I like on there, but
did you hear the Yandi
leak? Yeah, I wasn't really sold on that either.
I thought Alien was good, that song, and then
that was a good one.
The song that they have on the album, I'm not sure which one it is, but the one with Ty Dolla $ign.
Ty always comes through.
He's like, that's what Bart would say. That's cheat code. Putting Ty Dolla $ign on it.
Ty Dolla $ign feature is a cheat code.
Everything
it
is
a
cheat
code.
Ty Dolla $ign?
I don't know.
So everything you need. So there's a version of it with X on it.
Oh,
that's on the leak. I like that version better.
Yeah,
What's life without a Yonkers nigga?
I knew that was coming.
I'm shocked Kanye's not under attack yet for playing with the Lord like that, because I don't think nobody believes him.
I think people are. It's not that he's getting attacked heavy now, but there's definitely people that are opposed to him selling this, I guess, Jesus image and all of his stuff, saying like, Jesus saves even with his
Do y'all
merch.
believe him?
But wait,
I don't
hold
know.
on, wait.
It's the next album that they're gonna kill him on, I think.
So Kanye can't do it, but he's no.
Okay,
I'm asking.
okay,
I'm asking.
yeah, okay,
No. It's not like an attack.
Devil's
I'm just
advocate.
saying,
Okay, go.
yeah. So Kanye can't do it, but these pastors that pop up out of nowhere with these billion-dollar churches can do the same thing.
But Kanye really, we seen Kanye pop up out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, but if you tie to his original connection of that, and I feel like that's also a reason why he's doing all his interviews too. Like his interviews, like he's like, "Yo, I'm a Christian." I'm like every other sentence is that. So it's like
he's always it's extreme now, but if you can go way back, Kanye has always had this like obsession with like God leading the way, and God was the reason why he got into music, and like he was always one of those people that would always be like, "Gotta give it up to God." Like that, he was like a spiritual, like a.
Yeah.
It's got insanely
like,
vocal and visual now, but
Yeah.
he's one of those people that like grew up in the church like that. I think like now he's just,
I definitely think I don't necessarily want to say it's fake or that I believe it's fake. I just think that he's kind of jumped around so many places at this point that it's hard for people to believe him. He's been on this thing and then he's been on that thing and now he's on this thing heavy. So it's kind of like, it's not that I don't believe you. It's just that your track record has shown me and has made me very hard to stand behind you sometimes. What you hot from this and that, and this might just be your thing for right now. I hope it's not. You know what I mean? It's a different direction for him in a way. Definitely, the album's different. And I guess we just have to see what he's on next. You know what I mean?
My water bottle touched the mic. Y'all think I should still drink this shit?
Do it.
That's on you, man.
It's over.
Man.
I'll save it and pour it on Peyton.
These are new cushions, though. I was told that these are new.
Yeah, you believe everything.
Yeah, I'm not going for that. So about these Fearless Ones, what are you guys' thoughts on?
Fire.
Yeah, fire.
The whole
I
pack?
shouldn't like them though.
The pack.
I shouldn't.
No, not the pack. Now I like some of the mid ones, and people, people like to talk about the mid ones.
Mids are mid,
but some of them are cool. Like some of the, if you threw a Nike Air on it, we wouldn't be asking.
That mid talk came out the blue.
Have you seen them all?
A couple
Have
years
you
ago.
seen them all? There's like,
bro, I didn't know that mids were not cool.
Oh no. I'm not saying that, but you know what? The Fearless Pack has some of the best mid Air Jordan ones that.
Yeah.
They're the best.
You put a Nike Air on them though, on that tongue.
The blue, the great one that's like colorful with all the corduroy.
That's Melody. Melody got one that's hard.
That one's hard. The Clot one.
Yeah,
you just got married. Totally
that clock one.
Or Edison Chint, like that one's hard too. I think this is the best case of a mid being pretty fire.
This is the most. I would like I said. I don't know if I'll go cop them, but the last mid I copped was the New Loves that had retro like a couple years ago.
So since y'all here, let's talk mids. Fuck all that. Let's get because I hate that fucking argument.
Yeah.
Like when the Levi ones came out. Yeah, it just started literally 2 years ago. When the Levi ones came out, nobody tripped. That's a mid. 2013 Royal ones. Was it 13? Yeah, 13. The Royal ones. No.
Not even that. All through high school, all through college.
No. The weird thing about the 2013 is that it's like it's in between. Because I have the 2013 one. It's not as high as the new one.
They have
it's
a
weird.
shift in the tabs a little bit.
Yeah, it's weird. I just think that a lot of times for me, I definitely do troll a little bit about it. But a lot of times when something's on the mid, I'm like, well, you could just do this on the regular one.
I guess
I could agree.
I guess my question too, like I said, I wasn't like strong sneakerhead in high school. So this is like 09, 08, right? But I remember back then,
Nobody tripped.
Well, I'm saying, was there one OGs dropping back then? Because all I can remember back then was the Chicago patent leathers that the Fearless looks like.
Yep.
Those were popping.
That was a mid.
They had the UNC version like that.
A mid.
They had a black and gold version like that.
A mid.
All white version that came.
The patent ones were mids, right?
Yeah, all white version that came in the suitcase.
You said you weren't into sneakers in high school? Because you just kind of went.
But I don't know the names of them.
That wasn't
a mid, but it had the mid cut on it.
Then you had the New Loves, and then the New Loves came with the black toe version that was the new. That one. So like, I don't remember any OG back then. At least I can't remember one like a hot top.
It was Kanye West, bro, when he came and was killing the ones. When he went on that run of just Royals and Breads,
right?
And niggas just started dissing everyone that didn't have a Nike Air on the tongue,
right?
And that's what it came back down to. Because I mean, even you go back to 2001 when the silver anniversary ones came out along with the Royal ones. Niggas wasn't even tripping on the Royal ones. Niggas was on the silver anniversary ones, and that was a mid.
I was about to say, wasn't it? I was about to ask you, there was a gray one too?
Yeah,
and
that's it was all silver. Yeah,
okay, yeah.
But the silvers came out twice because one came out in the suitcase, but then the anniversary one came out with the Royal one same day, and the Royals flew last. Like they went last. So it's like this whole mid conversation is just weird.
It's funny though,
man, y'all
because
losing Greg, man. Greg don't know.
It's funny though because they're low. I feel like they're low key coming back. They have something.
Most definitely.
People are messing with there's a gold toe version that came, the shattered version. Then they got the purple low.
I think even the
purple
lows.
toe.
The lows
the lows.
themselves.
People
Those
are
are fire,
copying those left and right.
I like how Jordan Brand did that too. They did that relatively easy. It wasn't forced. It was like let's put this energy back on the low top retro one. And,
I think y'all got a good point about the mids. A lot of times I'm always going to tell you I'd rather have a high top than a mid top.
I agree. I agree. Yeah.
But at the same time, I guess now that I'm thinking about it, do they want to put every colorway of ones on the high top? Because I feel like the high top should be reserved for those better colorways or those OG colorways, and that's how I feel about a lot of shoes. But that's not always the case.
Damn, I wish Lamar was listening so he can call in and give us the answer to that, man, with Jordan Brand. If you are listening, Lamar, please call in and give us the answer to that.
I'm sure you.
I got another.
Yeah.
I got another. Even I guess another plot twist. I guess somewhat is like with these new Jordan 1 highs that are dropping in All-Star Weekend. Now, what does that do with the ones that are currently now? Like, are we gonna go? Are those gonna be like everybody's gonna? Are they gonna keep dropping the high highs now, or what are they gonna do?
Higher, yeah.
Like, what are we calling those? High highs? And like, oh man, fuck them highs. I want them high highs now.
Super highs.
Yeah, if they do continue to drop more of them, I wonder what it will be. Would it be like the 85?
What they call what they gonna call it? Because they call these
whatever
OGs,
whatever
right?
year it dropped.
Yeah. They call these OG highs now. What are they gonna call them?
Like
the
retro,
85 OG?
Retro 2.0 or something like that. I don't fucking know. It's just insane.
I do want to talk about Bull calling the patent leather grease. Like I want to go back to.
Oh yeah, I'll talk about it. Okay. So yeah, we talked a little bit about the shattered backboards
off the air, but I just never heard anyone say it.
That's why I call them, bro. When I first seen them, I was just kind of like, yo, these are like the saran wrap chicken grease ones, bro. Like,
I'm obsessed with them.
But you know,
and I like the aged sole. I think that looks hard, even though a lot of people have been trashing it online.
This is the thing,
tired of
and
sale.
I say it.
Sale.
I don't mind the sale at all. I don't care. I don't mind that. I just don't know what. A lot of people are saying that the reason they're shiny and it's like wrinkly is supposed to be like shattered glass, and the color on the outsole is supposed to be a yellowed, kind of like the like a cord or something. I'm like, okay, cool.
Well, that might be people reaching for like a better story.
I have not heard that story, but I just said, okay, cool. I'm gonna give you that story. Regardless, it didn't need that shine on the upper, and luckily you can get the shine off. Now I do have a pair, and I have already worn my pair, but
I'm gonna cut you off only to say this because I don't think you have a problem with the shine. I think you have a problem with the crinkles. If it was this shine,
no.
So if it was like a fearless, so if it was like the fearless, which is the same shit with no crinkles.
We're using like fast food words.
You're talking about
crinkles.
Okay, wait. No.
What is crinkles?
The difference between the fearless and the shattered,
the
greasy shits,
okay,
is that the fearless is patent leather.
Yo.
It shines. That's fine.
Bart, they been lost me, bro.
Sorry.
The shattered. My bad.
Are you against patent leather shattered backwards or patent leather Jordans?
No, he was saying.
I was saying that. I think he has a problem with the wrinkles and
the whole thing is that this fucking shatter is not patent leather. It's some other shit going on.
I guess it is.
Thank you. So that's my thing. It's not patent leather. It's like, hey, we have a great shoe here. You know what we should do? Let's fuck it up. So I think that's kind of like what was going on.
Kale, I know you know.
The crazy part is I saw him and I went crazy.
Sneakers pretty well. Do you remember back?
Dope.
This had to be like back 2009. This was actually a women's shoe though, and I bought it. It was a Dunk that was black and gray, and it had neon laces in it, and it had the same exact materials that's used on the shadow.
Nylon palette.
There was the crinkle shit. It was just funny. This is the first time this has been on the shoe.
They had vandals like that too. There was a couple of vandals that were just like that.
You know how I feel about this shattered 3.0, if that's what they really call them?
It's probably supposed to look like glass.
You know why I got them?
Yeah.
Well,
glass.
I got them on hold. You know why I got them?
You heard what he just said, Lindsay?
I know. I don't like Bart. I adore you. You hate me. I don't understand. Like
I'm talking. I have them because I have the originals on ice, and this gives me a reason to not wear them. Like I don't feel no type of way about these, but I just know it's gonna stop me from wearing the originals.
Well, I'm keeping them because I have the originals. I've worn the originals already, and I just want the other part because I don't have the reverse ones.
I got the reverse too,
and
this is gonna help me not touch those.
That makes sense. Yeah. You know, beat them down.
Like step on
they
these.
They look good though. I can't even front. I mean, somebody had them on a sneaker con. I was like, hold on.
I think they're good on foot. I think they're okay. why did they put the fuck grease on top, bro? So that's only my thing.
I'm never gonna forget that.
It's Vaseline.
Fucking Murray's on the fucking uppers.
Well, I mean, you know it's bad when you have people literally wanting to change the entire dynamic of the shoe.
Yeah.
Like folks are like, I guess a guy in the group right now taking orders like, yo, $25, I'll match your shit out.
Yeah, exactly.
And that shit look good.
You saying what?
That shit look
$25,
good.
yeah.
As far as like doing that, like we're rubbing, I think I just off topic, the worst shoe that's ever been done like that, where you had to change it, was those Bel Air 5s. That shit pisses me off to this day, bro. The Jordan 5 Greats.
Yeah, with no.
Not the Bel Air 5, but the Jordan 5 Greats that they did with there's no shoelace holes.
Like, the first
That shit. Like,
I was.
kills my
you know
head.
what? I didn't like that because I didn't feel like I'm gonna be too lazy to probably pay someone to mat my pair because I've already worn them. I don't care anymore. But yeah, I wanted that pair, but then there were no lace holes. And I have the 2013 pair, but the leather is ass on the 2013 pair.
The leather on them Bel Air shits is fire.
Oh, there's a kid in ATTF saying he'll mat.
Oh yeah, he took a bunch of orders.
He'll degrease the shoe.
Yeah, degrease.
Don't change your mind now. As hard as you was going, let them shit shine. Let them shine.
I love the shoe.
Let them shine.
I love the shoes, the grease and the crinkles. I didn't understand what you said, but now you said he said he'll mat him out. Oh, okay.
And that's dope
that's
though. That
crazy.
you like the shoe as it is, and I think that's the point. That I can hate it and you can love it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I thought it was a cool spin on a one.
So wait, you guys got both of y'all have photos on your Instagram with the shoe on.
Yeah.
You dislike the shoe, you like the shoe.
Yeah, I like it.
So speaking of that, even if you don't like a shoe, you'll still do you'll feature it. How does that work?
Well, that's a good question. I like that question.
Yeah, thank you.
Because I'm pretty sure someone's wondering the same thing. So I think the difference between me and Tony is that it's not that I don't like the entire shoe. I just think it's a part of it that they didn't need to do, and it's just the shine. And I think without the shine, it's a way better looking shoe. That was one of my plans, but once I put them on and put a picture out, we were doing the giveaway with Soul Play. Yeah. We were doing the giveaway with Soul Play.
Yeah, Soul Play, Bart.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta beef with them niggas too?
Soul Play.
It's a play off of Coldplay.
What?
So either way,
Soul Play, I know them.
Yeah.
They deliver.
So we So we were doing the giveaway with them. So I went ahead and posted up the pic, and I don't know. I call it playing the game.
Yeah,
I think what Kale's asking though is
if you don't like a shoe, will you wear it?
No, he's asking more so like if Puma sends us a shoe that we don't fucking like, what do we do?
Oh no, there's a shoe that Puma
we're gonna tell them like this ain't my cup of tea.
I usually just don't say anything. Sometimes he might not show it. I usually show it. I just like to show it. Like it's content at the end of the day. And
but you can bash it too though, right?
Yeah. And that's why I got so much love for Adidas at the end of the day, because I'll bash the shit out they shoes and they don't care. They still love me.
Yeah.
Some brands, and I ain't gonna say some brands can get very touchy, But I'm going to, if I don't like a shoe, if I do like a shoe, I'm gonna show it because I'm here for me, but I'm also here for the person viewing me. So just because I don't like it, like that's something that me and Bull always talk about. Like when we making clothes, like there might be something that he don't like, or there's something I don't like, but we're not making it just for us now. We're making it for the community.
Right.
And there's things that we may not like, but we put it out there, and it's like, oh shit, like they love it. So it's like it's kind of like how you got to do with the videos too.
Correct.
Yeah, cause I definitely haven't had any brand come to me like angry that I call one of the shoes Basuda.
Yeah.
But I think it's also because we're completely 100% fair. You know what I mean? In whatever we say. You know what I mean? If I hate it, I hate it. I love it, I love it. I'll tell you.
So
I'm ready to talk about sample industries.
Yeah, if you're ready, go ahead. We can segue into it. Let's get it. All right.
I like the name, and tell us more about it. Like, how did y'all come up with the name? Who plays what part? And is there more people involved?
Oh yeah, there's more. At first, it was just me and Tony.
Yeah.
And I guess how did the name come along?
So back in 2000 and I would say 14 maybe 14 late. Yeah. Me and Bull was just talking, and Bull's we got to get everything right. It needs to be done right. I'm the guy like, man, get your shit. Let's go. Let's do it now. Let's do it. So like we're sitting here. I'm like, bro, we sit here all the time. And back in the Karma Loop days too. You remember Karma Loop? Yeah. So me and Bull, especially Bull, like rep codes are at the top. We're making money off of that. We showcasing Rocksmith and Crooks and Castles back then, 10 Deep and all that. So we pushing these things out, and we like this stuff, but we're making these brands money. So we're like, why won't we make something of our own that we can create and control and sell to our viewers that support us and be a part of this instead of this pushing all this stuff, other stuff out. Like we can also do our own thing. So he was all for it, but he was just jittery. But eventually I got him to the point where he was cool to do it. And I'm like, let's think of the name. And we came with the name Sample Industries because sample, when you think of sample, you think of like something that's very unique or one, like not many pairs. And industries like this, the fact that it's like something like an industrial, like
or we can make anything we want.
Yeah,
correct.
You know, so we wanted to be a factory or a brand that makes things that are like one of a kind. So we came up with that name. 2015 did the LLC. It's in Atlanta, so this is an Atlanta business. And since then, you know, it was just me and Bull. Eventually, it got to the point where it gets hard for us to run a business and also shoot videos, post pictures, have a normal life. So I was able to get a hold of our friend to help us like do stuff like customer service and then shipping and stuff. We can't ship all the time, so we ended up getting a fulfillment center, which is currently in Pennsylvania. And then we got photographers who do photos, and then we started getting other people in that would, you know, like from time to time get different designs, get different tastes. So now we're at the point where, like he stated earlier, we're moving from Pennsylvania to Atlanta, so we're gonna actually have everything done here now. And
nice.
Yeah, so we're doing that. And we're just gonna keep it moving forward. And you know, we've been around for 4 or 5 years, and we really want to just take it to the next level now. Because like people think, you know, like 5 years ain't shit. Like Supreme's been around since 1995, I think, and 10 Deep's been around. It's pretty 90s.
Take 7 years to fully break a brand.
Yeah, so we're still like a kid, you know. So we're just getting used to it. But one thing I can say, man, like I look at everything that's going on and how one thing that's great about it is that it can move on its own.
Correct.
It has its own heart. Like I can literally be gone or him be gone for 10 days and not even talk about it, but the business is still running.
Yeah.
So that's something that we just I'm so proud of at the end of the day. Like, you know, that we've been able to get it to that point.
And who does what? Like out of y'all two, who does what with the brand?
Me and Bull, everything's pretty much 50-50. I mean, Bull's been doing a lot of the recent designs. I've been doing a lot of the business side, but we both collaborated on stuff. This one right here is actually, these both are actually something that Bull designed himself. But there's been times where we designed stuff together. Merch.
Drop we're about to get in today.
Yeah, the drop we're getting in today. I said when we go to the next music break, remind me. I'll go grab it. It's in the car.
Okay, bet.
So we'll show you something we're doing for Halloween. But yeah, we kind of try to keep everything in the middle because at the end of the day, say I break my leg and Bull needs to know how to run it. You know what I'm saying? If something, God forbid, something happened to me, he needs to know how to run it. Vice versa. We need to both know how to have those skills. It can't be just one-sided.
What's y'all, I'm assuming y'all sell everything online?
Yeah. I started putting some things in Soul Play at first, kind of just to test it, but we're not really pushed about it. I mean, shit, Nike's even doing that now, where they want direct to the consumer. That's how we kind of want it.
Yep.
Yeah, so I would like to do it just to do it, but I'm not pressed to do like in stores at this point. But yeah, mostly online.
Seems like it's doing well without retail.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. That's what I'm saying. It definitely is. I mean, it's always good to have that brick and mortar, but if you able to get straight from the direct customer, like why not?
And I feel like also if we want that feeling of a brick and mortar or something for a little bit, if we really need it, we could always just do a pop-up somewhere. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think that's definitely more in the line of what we would be doing first before trying to do a brick and mortar is maybe like traveling around different spots and doing pop-up shops. We've already done one, which was actually in VA in Norfolk. So the first one's in the 7.5. So I told them that the next one we had to do it here. So we don't have a date or anything. I'm not announcing anything.
It'd be very successful.
But yeah, that's the next thing we're looking at working on.
Possibly Versus.
Possibly Versus. Yeah, listen, man. Versus like one of my favorite spots, man.
What all do y'all sell? Like, what do y'all make?
Shirts, hats, hoodies, beanies,
water bottles,
pants,
slides,
yeah.
Everything.
Pretty much everything, yeah.
And it's also sometimes too, it's just like whatever came to our mind at that point. You know, I'm working on like a camo thing right now. Like I posted these pants on my Instagram that I had made, and a lot of people were asking me like, where'd you get them? And then Tony was like, why don't we just make those for sample? And I was like, well, that's a good idea. So that's what we're doing right now. Yeah. So it's just kind of an idea that just spur of the moment. But some stuff is like really like premeditated and like thought about, and it has a specific date, it has a specific collection. There's a reason it's dropping now. It just depends.
That's fire. Do y'all have any type of dream collabs based upon sample and individually?
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
You know what? I don't think I have a dream collab. I think my dream more so is to just get the brand out there to more people and for people to touch it and understand that, you know, I think we really aim for, you know, quality and different things like that. Like, that's very important to us. Like, I guess one of the things, and I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit off your question. One of the things that's hard for us is that sometimes when people see us, they don't see, you know, Virgil charges $300 for off-white tees. No question.
Bang.
That's it. It's a $300. Oh, okay, it's off-white. If me and Tony are like, I think this shirt's really good, let's charge $60 for it. $60. Tony and Bull? They dropping a $60 t-shirt? Oh, no.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's branding.
We're very connected to the people. Like they feel like we're literally like taking the money from them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like they're just handing it to us. Like there's nothing else. But I guess for a collab, like,
don't break. Charge what you charge.
No. Trust me.
We've learned from other brands. We've learned from other brands who went under themselves and then, you know, charged like less than what they should, and it hurts you in the end because, you know, eventually you're not gonna be able to make a profit. The margins aren't gonna be there.
I don't know. I would say the Jay-Z line: just set your price when niggas live your life. Nigga, that's it.
Yeah, spot on.
That's it. I don't know. That's how I think about it. But a collab, I don't know. Like, if I collab with somebody, I want to be a brand that lets us take control of something.
I don't have like a dream collab, but I would like to, and I maybe would want us to do it first, and then that. My dream right now, as far as the brand, is trying to get a shoe made. Now we've had a sample shoe made, an actual sample. So it's been done, but we never released it, never showed anything about it. So I want to do that. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. And
like, collab with the brand, or just put a shoe out.
No, that was our shoe.
It was our shoe that we had. Like, it was like us and us only. But I would not mind do something with like Nike or, you know, Nike or Adidas or even Reebok. I know even Fila. Like, I'd like to do something with Fila, like some old school shit or something. I don't know, but yeah, it really don't matter. But something like that would be dope. I would like to do a shoe though, rather than just clothing. But if it had to be clothing too, like I mean, we're willing to work with anybody, but we are more so trying to just focus on our brand to get to that level. We don't feel like we're at that level yet, to where we want to be where it's not like we're getting carried.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what do you guys see? And like I said, this is off of the sample conversation.
Right.
Where do you guys see the YouTube space, your brand individually, in the next 5 years?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think that's the thing. Whenever I get that question or a question like that, is that our job is it's the social media space. It's like the internet. The internet is day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. So it's hard for me to say where I'll be with where the YouTube will be. You know, hopefully I'll still be doing it and be bigger and maybe be branching out and doing different things. But as far as sample goes, I mean, I would love to be on more radars, a couple collabs under our belt, maybe a few, you know, hiring a few more family members as well to, you know, be able to help people pay their bills and our families, and just shedding light on our cities at, you know, Atlanta, Georgia, you know, Virginia Beach, 757, Virginia, regardless, shining light on those places. So that's kind of how I think about it.
I think for sample, that's a long-term thing. Like, that's a life thing. Me and Bull, basically, we that's something that we're gonna be trying to push forever. As far as YouTube, it's like you kind of said, like, social media is forever growing. It's still growing, I feel like, you know, so we don't even know, like, there might be the next platform out, whatever. I do feel like regardless though, I'm gonna always try to share my life and my story on through it. It is very oversaturated at this point, so what's to come, who knows. But I just want to be myself and just try to put out the content that I like and also branch out. But in 5 years, I mean, I honestly don't know, because I didn't know I would be here in 5 years. I didn't know, so and if you would have asked me, I wouldn't known either. Ain't no way in hell. Like, 5 years, I was at my mama's house. I was back at the crib, you know, AC in the window, floor on the bed, no, just no nothing, just a whole bunch of shoes. And now, you know, bought my house this year, and gotta start, you know, just. A lot of things have changed, so who knows where it will be next, but I do feel that the skills and the brains that I have will set me somewhere where I need to be. Like, I'll be straight.
That's fire. That was heavy.
Yeah, I was thinking
that's fire. I mean, it's inspirational too. It's always good to, like, let that be known because
it's inspiring that there's no roadmap to it. Like,
I think that's one thing that people miss is that the roadmap. People are like, if you were to tell them that 5 years ago, take this, there's no directions, but just follow that road. People are like, oh shit, that's a scary road. I don't know what's gonna come. But you're not gonna become anything by taking a road that has all the directions. You'll know what you're gonna get.
Right.
But if you take the road that you don't know, that's why it's called risk reward. Like if you want to be something and you want to be somebody, you're gonna have to take the scary road. You take the road that society wants you to be in, then you already know what you're gonna be. You know, if you want a comfortable life and by all means, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you do want something that, you know, more of this, you want control of your own destiny, then you have to walk your own path. And that's something
I think a lot of younger people even take it the opposite. They think because it's no roadmap, they don't have to work hard. Like,
oh no.
So they end up just doing, you know what I'm saying? Like they think it's easy. Like they might see you too and be like, well, what they do is easy.
Oh, no, they do.
Not knowing that like you guys, even like the Jay-Z and Kanye references you've been using, like you're putting in work every single day. Like
that's the pros and cons of social media. I think the instant gratification is like you know you only kind of see the greatness and everything, and people don't talk about the hardships that it took. To
not knowing you guys are videographers, editing your own, like you know what I'm saying, like all kinds of things.
Internet glasses.
Yeah, they think, I can do it too, and it's like, no, these kids. I mean, not kids. These guys are working really hard.
Yeah, we've been doing this for so long, and we've met so many people that came and went in the same space. That's like, hey, I'm the new guy on the scene. I want to learn. Hey, Tony, this is now I'm gonna be next up, and then you know.
A year later, they're like,
boom, you know. So and there's so
I
many.
was tired.
It's because some people think it's just gonna be like, it's not instant. It can be. You're very lucky if it's instant for you.
If it's instant, it's not good either. The faster you go, the faster you fall. That's how I always looked at it.
I guess you could say that too, because the people that are there are just there for whatever that thing was that you just did.
Yeah, not to throw this, but like, you know, like the Boot Gang situation. Like he popped off doing the crazy stuff, and Boot Gang now, like he's trying to change his life away, but people don't want to see that. They want to see crazy Boot, and he's trying to do the right thing. You know, so it's like those are the pros and cons of it. And you know, I've seen so many people that will hit me up and they'd be like, yo, Tony, check me out, man. I've been grinding. I'm trying to be the next thing. I look at their channel, 10 videos. Yeah. You know, I got 1,500 videos.
Right.
Like people don't understand that yet, though. You know, and it took maybe 2.5, 3 years till I started seeing me being able to live off of it.
Right.
It wasn't like a year I was living off of it. It was like 2-3 years, like, you know. So
because you're working and doing YouTube, right? At first.
Yeah. I was doing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I was working and doing YouTube too until I finally was able to make more on YouTube.
When I told my mom I was moving out the house, she's like, "Wait, what?" I'm confused, and she didn't know how to YouTube. She didn't know what the hell was going on. You know that people don't understand it. So yeah, it's like that's how it is, though.
How old are y'all?
I'm 28.
I'm 25.
Dope.
Fire.
Dope.
That's fire, man. Shit. Favorite artist.
Favorite artist?
Yep. Young Thug.
Nah.
I thought you told it. Okay.
You said Travis.
Travis.
I would say I recommended a Young Thug song because he was in the A, so I was trying to pay a little respect. But if I had to say my favorite artist, it would be Kanye or Kid Cudi.
Now we saying ever? Like ever?
I'm gonna leave it broad.
Oh, broad?
Wherever you want to go. Any genre.
Pac,
you know what I mean?
Pac.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
First shit that pop in your mind.
Pac. Yeah.
Is the in DMV is Virginia 757 the V in DMV?
Yeah.
It is
part of it, but people are weird, and if you're not like in like
the person that asked you the question is weird. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, I don't think the 757 is the V in DMV.
How is it not the DMV?
I'm from Washington D.C.
They disagree.
Hey,
Look at that.
The DMV is Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia, right?
Yeah, but no, you can
if I'm
the
not in Nova,
the seven.
if I'm
That's
not
what
in
we
Nova,
said.
then we're not DMV. Huh?
What's going on here?
Well, can a Washington D.C. and a Virginia native just have like 10 seconds?
Yeah. It's been 20.
I'm listening.
We're so happy right now that he's with us.
Northern. The 757
She's gonna say you a man next.
and
On the ropes.
and the 7 cities is different from Northern Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying on one show.
Okay. So
she's on the ropes.
So just because it's different, you're saying it's not part of the DMV.
Bull, quick question.
What's up?
What does the V in DMV stand for?
You see how he
I think
can't.
it's Virginia, I would assume.
What does the M stand for?
No,
I
it
would assume
is.
it's Maryland.
And what does the D stand for?
Delaware.
Pause.
Okay, cool.
But people from Baltimore don't say they're from the DMV, and you don't say you're from the DMV. You have been saying 757 the whole show.
I say 757 because I try to highlight the area, the 7 cities that I'm in.
Right.
But if someone was asking me, are you in DMV? I'm going to say yes.
There we go. All right, cool.
That's like
I wouldn't say that.
If I went to LA right now, somebody asked me where I'm from, I'll probably say I'm from Atlanta, but I was like from Decatur too. Like, you know.
Yo, you want to spot up here on the show?
So what?
They're trying to. So like my two.
Next question.
It's an ongoing argument. Like we had a big argument, and because you're from Virginia, I just
it
said,
was
like,
a big argument.
We all thought that's how it was. If you're from anywhere in Virginia,
we'll agree to disagree.
DMV.
But I can understand why she would say that.
He's literally said the same.
Maybe it's because he's a male.
Well, you hate women, but that's a different story. But,
all right.
No, I hate you.
He did say we'll agree to disagree.
Tupac and Kid Cudi, Kanye West.
I'll put Kid Cudi. I love Kanye, but I put Kid Cudi up there.
Y'all listen to anything outside of rap?
A little bit. I like James Blake.
Okay.
Outside of rap?
Death Grips.
Okay.
Death Grips. Dope.
But they're kind of like weird.
Yeah, I don't listen to nothing currently, but I mean, there's some stuff outside of rap that I have listened to, I guess you would say.
But don't,
go ahead.
I was just saying, but don't think because I said those two names, I'm some type of like, oh yeah, he knows something. Like no, that's kind of like it doesn't go very much farther than that. I mean, like maybe Maroon 5 back when they dropped that.
Maroon 5.
She Will Be Loved. Whatever the album that was, and my car was broke down, and I had to take my dad's van to listen to the album.
Franz Ferdinand.
That was a great.
What's the damn? There's a couple of them, man. What's the damn the monkey? I forgot. I don't even remember the name. But in high school, there was a lot of stuff that was on MTV in the morning. I used to listen to. I used to like.
Yo, 50 Cent. Man, I used to blast in the club. She knows because I just started.
Hold on, wait. We got action.
Oh, go ahead.
This is Southside Dash Radio. You're live on air. This is Southside Dash Radio. We're gonna hang up.
Bang
right
bang.
About now. Okay, yeah, 50 Cent.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, I was saying just 50 Cent was like, I don't know, when he came out, that's all I listened to. Whip Your Head Boy and what's the joint with where he's on the front with like he's just kind of outlines the Massacre, or which one was that?
Half outline. That was Massacre. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one was. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Greg's quick.
Yeah.
Greg's getting good.
Yeah.
Who's the best dressed celebrity?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good question.
Have you asked that one here?
I've asked that before.
Best dressed celebrity.
Damn.
I would need to think. I'm trying to think right now.
I think Big Sean dresses actually very well. Big Sean dresses very well.
That's a good answer too.
I think he has very good days. Some days he has off days, but we all have off days.
Correct.
I say
Kyle Kuzma.
I would say I know this might be Breezy. Chris Brown dresses pretty well as well. I think. Like I mean, he got some different type of style, but Chris Brown. But I couldn't say he's the best. Gotcha. I really think I would need a panel.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say this is not my question. I'm sorry, I'm stealing it, but I'm gonna go A$AP Rocky.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
A$AP. Joey Badass been kind of getting some fits off too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Those are some good ones.
I think Uzi has some good fits, but sometimes he's out
his
there.
jewelry game is crazy. Though.
Yeah.
I'm not. He have his necklaces up here.
Okay, Greg.
I think Uzi
Finally
is like
something I can talk about.
I think Uzi. A$AP kind of in general, definitely kind of more headed by Rocky, but
and also Travis. No Kanye, no Travis.
So I think Kanye and Travis's style to me boils down to either a baggy pant. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's a baggy pant or a skinny jean, vintage tee and a flannel.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
Cactus Jack style.
I don't think that his I don't think that his style is bad at all. I think his style is fine, but I don't think he's a lot of times, unless he's doing a photo shoot or anything, I don't think he's trying to step outside the box.
Gotcha.
He has this thing.
Kanye 2015 to like 17 was pretty good though.
I think Kanye people
I seen that damn denim, that damn denim piece.
Denim fit.
From today?
He had the denim on the upper, the denim on the bottom.
Different colored. Slightly.
Yeah,
belly kind of pressing up against it a little bit.
He's kind of doing this thing. I'm gonna let Ye do his thing. I'm gonna let Ye be Ye. I don't know, man, because anything Ye wears, it don't matter what it is. Somebody's gonna pop up on the IG feed with the full denim fit.
He influences so much, it's insane.
We got action. We got a caller.
This is Southside Dash Radio.
Hi, I had a question for Tony and Bull.
Hey, what's going on?
May I ask who you are and where you calling from?
This is Elizabeth calling from Kentucky.
Hey, okay.
I have a question for Tony and Bull. All right.
Oh.
They're listening.
Sorry.
They're listening.
That was an echo. You can go
fine.
ahead. They're listening.
That wasn't me. That
was
wasn't me.
not me either.
That was Greg.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We're ready to hear your
I
question.
just wanted to know how YouTube has affected your love life.
Ooh.
Good question.
Yeah, we need somebody from
Are
Kentucky.
they like
to ask
From
that.
left field with the
Do y'all
question.
got YouTube groupies?
You want to go?
No. No.
Wow.
I'll speak
You got
first.
real-
How
got
does
real
it
quiet
affect
here.
your love life?
All
Go
right,
ahead.
I'll speak first. Okay, so
said no.
I have for me it was good because my girlfriend Nicole studied film. She graduated from film in Georgia State, so
that's dope.
she knows everything about it. She knows what it is. She knows it more from the book and just from doing it too. She's worked on set. She's been extras and a lot of stuff. So from that perspective, one right there, she understands. Then also, she has her own channel. She hasn't been as active on it, but she has her own channel, which she was very active on at the time. And she understands the consistency that you have to go through and the dealings of all that. So, if, there's times where where she wants her time and, where I have to make those, wouldn't say sacrifice, but just be very, just think about it and, understand it. But for the most part, everything's been pretty well. And there's times where I have to travel a lot too. But for the most part, I think it's something she's kind of like just learned over time and gotten used to over time. But I honestly felt like right now, if I was single and I was to meet someone new, it'd be definitely something that would be getting used to, or it wouldn't work for a lot of other women. Like, I think it takes certain type of understanding in woman to be able to deal with somebody who does something like that every single day from home and just has a really crazy schedule. We have like a 24-hour schedule, so we might shoot something, edit something, drop it, might be on our phone checking the comments, tweets, whatever. So it's not infected it, but there is some things that there has to be some understanding and sacrifices made on both ends.
Yeah, I guess I would agree with Tony. Like, with my girlfriend Anastasia, she does not do like YouTube or IG or anything like that. So like, when I'm out in the internet world, she connects me back to the real world. And it's definitely hard sometimes because when I'm working on something, I'm working and I don't want anyone to disturb me. It's just like I'm in work mode. And a lot of times I have to also understand that there's also another person here. So you can't just work and you can't act like there's no one else here. I think it's just hard because, like Tony said, it's a 24/7 job. You're always on your phone. You're always checking it. You're always, let me check my YouTube. Let me check Instagram. Let me check Twitter. Is there something I missed? Shoe dropping? What's going on? So, and I think there's definitely has to be some type of equal understanding and sacrifice from both parties. Even for me, like sometimes I might want to do a video on a day, but I gotta also recognize that maybe I haven't spent any time with Anna for the day. Maybe I gotta maybe I gotta be like, you know what? They'll be all right for a day. All right, let's go do this or let's go do that. So, that's how I kind of do my thing. And just doing stuff like surprisingly like special. That usually gets you back in good graces sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling if they answered
Shout out
your
to Kentucky,
question.
man.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Thank you.
So, we about to close up the show, man. And
Wait,
before
should we go to a music break so
No.
they can show their Halloween collab?
No, we'll see it after.
We have literally
I got a
7
question
minutes.
though.
He
Hold
said he
on.
wanted to go get it and bring it
That's
in.
fine.
We got 7 minutes.
We'll figure it out. That's all good.
I mean, we can do it on the camera for sure.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
We got 7 minutes left on the show. And Bart.
Nah, I ain't asking them that yet. I gotta
Well,
ask them one more question real quick.
All right.
For the person, for most likely it's gonna be a kid. For the kid that's gonna pick up their camera tomorrow and say I'm going to YouTube like them two guys I just listened to, what advice y'all got for them? Is it too late or do y'all got some like great advice for them?
I would say it's going to be harder for you than for me. That's one thing. It's going to be harder for you than for me because you have way more competition now. But if you actually enjoy it and you're not just doing it strictly to get paid, then you're doing the right thing. It's going to take consistency. It's going to have to take actual love for doing it and patience. And also, you just got to have it. Not everybody has it, and that's just the way. Not everybody has it. Not everybody understands. But if you coming in like, they're making money. Oh my God, these guys are getting all the shoes. I'm gonna pick up this camera and start doing it. Then you got the wrong attitude because the thing is, if you don't have the love for it, then you're not gonna be able to do it for 2 months, 3 months, a year, 2 years. You're not gonna be able to do it because you're gonna be expecting something and you might not even get it in that time. So if you don't have the love for it, then you're already heading towards the failure. You know what I'm saying? And it may take some time, may take some years. It took some years for me. It took plenty of years for me. So if you want to do it, just do it for the love. Make it a hobby and ease your way into it. Don't jump into it as this might be your next career or your career, because you don't know yet. You have to see how it turns out.
Yeah, man. I just basically just adding on to that, like, it is something that's very hard. It's something that takes time. And if it's something that you really love and that you really enjoy, other people more than likely will really love and enjoy hearing you talk about it or present it to them, because they're also going to be interested in it. If someone's going to be just picking up the camera, if they're thinking about doing sneakers, like, don't limit yourself to just sneakers.
Yeah.
Like, you have so many different things you can do. I see, a lot of people that do music channels and the reactions to music and stuff. Like, I've done a few of those just because I love music. Just play around with it and see what you really, really, like and want to do. And just know it takes time. You have to be consistent and understand that you should be doing something else in addition to it.
I was gonna say one more last thing too, just to end it off there. When me and Bull started the YouTube thing, the sneaker part of YouTube it wasn't nothing there. There was nobody making their life off of that. So if you want to start YouTube, try thinking of something that hasn't been touched or something that's not being touched well enough, and do that. You can do sneakers as well, but we grew alongside with the sneaker culture on YouTube. When we came in, it wasn't really it was nowhere where it's at today, and we grew alongside with it. So if you want to shine, you need to hit something that maybe isn't established, or something that's, you want to grow with.
What I took away from that is stay away from sneakers. Don't do sneakers on YouTube, because we killing this already.
There's people that have started recently that's making a name for themselves. They're doing okay. I'm just saying,
you just have to be unique and different.
You just got to be unique and different.
Yeah.
But I just know that when we hopped in, there was not anybody there.
Yeah.
And we grew along with it.
Open lane.
Yeah.
Maybe Jumpman Bostic and
Jumpman Bostic, DJ Dales. Those were the names.
That's about it.
Dales, that's my man.
Sneak Geeks. Those are the people.
love that guy.
Love
him.
But final question before we get out of here.
Uh-oh.
It ain't a tricky one. It might be tricky for y'all since y'all got so much stuff.
Uh-oh.
But this is leave your shoes at the door. What 3 shoes are left at your door? Like, what is your favorite? Like, your 3 I could wear. I want to wear. Like, these my shits. My 3 go-to shoes.
I got shoes actually at the door.
What's your 3 go-to shoes no matter what? My 3 go-tos is I got my all black Supreme up-tempos. Because it's like, okay, it's an all black shoe, but you got the little bit of the high BC Supreme on it. Okay, if you know, fine, cool. They're all black. The next one would be, I got some just triple black Bay from Maxis too. Like, that's it. And then sample slides and some Suey Cokes, some other slides. Like, that's kind of how it goes. Other than that, white Rockefeller Air Force Ones.
5. That's 5.
Yeah.
I know it's 5, but I had to include them. And I will keep I will keep including more, so I'm gonna just stop there.
That's it.
All right,
just stop at 5.
What you got, Tony?
For me, this wouldn't be included because it's what I keep on my feet throughout the house. But in it, like, it's all the sample slides on deck.
That's it.
But I would say the bread ones. They're the shoes you can just slide them on. You don't even have to lace them up. Slide them on, destroy them. They stay alive. Maybe a pair of, I would say, the Wave Runners. You want to get some boosts on your feet to feel comfortable. And then I have to end it off. I have to be honest with you too. Off-white Vapor Maxes, the black ones. I got the second version, the clear bottom. I ain't got the first ones.
And I had a 6. I would say the off-white Prestos, the black ones, the originals. Yeah.
I ain't got that one. I got the all-black one on that one too.
He's at 7.
Yeah. But those are my 3.
Well, we appreciate you guys for coming by. Please let those that are listening where to follow you at on all social media platforms.
You can follow me over at TonyD2Wild on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat. I don't even be on it, but I'm on it. And you can follow the brand Sample at SMPLIND, and that's on Twitter and Instagram as well.
You can follow me at Bull1tRC. That's BULL1TRC. That is on basically anything you could think of. The only thing that's different is Snapchat, which is bull.cb. But once again, Instagram just jigged that feature for stories, so I don't really use that. So Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, whenever I really get on that.
Yeah, Twitch for me too.
Twitch it for Tony as well.
If you want to smoke on Call of Duty,
there you go.
TonyD2Wild and Bull1TRC on Call of Duty, right?
Yeah. You probably might be going live tonight too.
Yeah, so if you want Call of Duty ammunition, come through. We always giving it out for free.
You can play Ike out there.
Yeah.
Well, this is Leave Your Shoes at the Door on Southside Dash Radio. You
Quick
can tune
shout
in.
out. Go ahead, KO.
I was about to.
I was just interrupting. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the whole entire Delaware, the whole entire Maryland, and the whole entire Virginia.
What does that mean? Can you break it? What's the abbreviation?
It's an inside joke. It's an inside
Delaware,
joke.
Maryland, Virginia.
What's the abbreviation?
DMV.
Well, so like
shout out to the DMV.
like
We're out
most-
here.
Like most misogynistic assholes,
Mama.
they can't help but to like hate on the one female.
Yo, check this out.
What's the
Department of Motor Vehicles.
Okay.
Shout out to the DMV.
You guys hate women so much on the show, you make the men uncomfortable.
Maryland, Virginia.
Like they're uncomfortable.
I was just asking the
Can we sign off? We are here each and every Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Where we disrespect women and make them feel terrible. This
Don't
is
group
Leave
me
Your
in. Don't
Shoes
group
at
me
the
in.
Door on Southside Dash Radio
Yo,
every
we shutting the
Friday
whole
from
show down.
4 to 6 p.m.
We out.
So we wanted to show you guys one of the pieces that's dropping on Halloween that we talked about during the interview. So we got the pack in. This is fresh. These are samples. Like these are what this is basically what you're gonna be getting. But go ahead. Well, I'll let you do the rest.
All right, keep it. It should be 2 in there. One for you, one for me. Colors look good too. Good job. That one looks a little bit thicker. That might be mine.
So last year
we dropped Stream hoodie.
Stream hoodie.
3 of them.
3 of them.
3 different colors. This year we wanted to switch it up a little bit, and instead of doing 3 different colors, do a special color that everyone can grab, and just do 1 hoodie. So as you guys can see on the front, sample embroidered in.
Back.
Don't be afraid. Down here is I believe it's the Ghost of Paradise or something like that. That's where this came from.
Right there.
And then IND in the hands.
So these are slightly different than the original ones because of the printing.
Yeah.
Totally different here, but then also.
And this is all embroidered in.
All embroidered.
Which was the upgrade for us.
So,
new drawstrings too.
Yeah, new
sample.
drawstrings.
A lot of good little small details, custom tags as always.
So these be available.
October 31st.
October 31st, quick strike. This first time. This
is the first and only.
And this is the first time you'll be seeing it.
Yeah.
We haven't even announced this yet.
This is the first time we're seeing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not on the computer screen.
So you guys heard it first.
At SMPLIND.
Yeah. Appreciate my boy KO for letting us come through and showing this to you as well. And we'll see you guys on the next one, man.
That's it.
Peace.